Hello and welcome to Incomplete Geeks channel. It's not a podcast, is it?
No. Well, we never said podcast anyway, so.
We never do.
Is Nathan Fillion the ultimate geek icon? That's what we're here to discuss.
Yeah.
There are plenty of actors who, especially nowadays, are in many geeky things, in lots of sci-fi and comic book properties.
Yep.
But there are a few that stand out. And when we talked about this topic, Nathan Fillion was the first one that came to mind. So, we're going to go through his
Filmography, I guess? His CV. His acting CV.
His acting CV. And discuss if he is, in fact, the ultimate geek icon.
Geek icon, yeah.
How did you first meet Nathan Fillion?
It was definitely Firefly. Firefly was...
Before Buffy?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, because you watched Buffy after. You didn't watch it as it aired, did it?
I watched Buffy when I was dating a guy who was obsessed with Buffy. And this
You dated a boy?
I did, back in college.
Gay boy.
Back at university. And it was like, this is the best thing on TV right now. You have to watch it. And it was still going on. So Firefly came out after Buffy?
Yeah, because he was in Buffy in the final season and was fucking amazing. And then Joss Whedon was like, I need something else to do. Eliza Dushku's going over here doing this. Nathan, you're fun. Let's go and do Firefly.
It's always interesting to see certain actors that you like and continue to see them do well and continue to be in things that you like, and they're also not assholes.
Yeah.
And he definitely fits that mold.
Which is very rare.
Yeah. What about you?
I first saw him in Two Guys, a Girl and a Pizza Place.
Oh, yeah!
Co-starring
Ryan Reynolds.
Who also went on to do a couple of things.
Nathan
Fillion was brought on as her husband in whatever season
Okay,
it was.
so it wasn't like a one episode kind of thing. He was
he was a series
recurring
regular.
star.
Yeah. And he was the handyman, blue collar partner when they were all at uni and that sort of stuff.
It so rings a bell in a weird way.
Was just so fucking like it's would be very difficult to steal a scene from Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Who is doing one particular thing, and then Nathan Fillion just kind of swanned on doing that, and from that point on you're like, okay.
Wait, who are you and why are you?
Okay.
He does have this irresistible sort of charisma that
so charming and
very charming, yeah.
But less of a chaotic swagger like Ryan was.
Yeah, not a douchebag about it. Not saying Ryan Reynolds is a douchebag, but he's got that sort of attitude.
Yeah,
that
which he played up to
like,
in a lot of his stuff. But then, so he was in that, and then Buffy. And I was like, it's that guy from the pizza place thing. He was Caleb or something? Fucking
so
brilliant.
dark.
He was terrifying.
Yeah.
At the same time being really
So
charming.
evil.
With a bowl cut again. Didn't he have a big shaggy
I don't remember.
2000s bowl cut? So sexy.
He wasn't the first.
No, he worked for the first.
He worked for the first, okay. But yeah, so evil and in a smarmy,
misogynistic piece of
way.
shit, and just did it so well whilst at the same time being hot and charming the same time.
And I think Joss Whedon did a really good thing casting him in that kind of role because the people who are the evilest are the ones that are the most charming sometimes.
Serial killer.
Because they get away with it.
Good serial killer vibes,
It was really, really good sort of juxtaposition of seeing a charming person in such an evil role, and he did it very well. Well done.
The world kind of found out about him in Buffy because he fucking crushed it, and then he was into Firefly, which was very short-lived and not super popular, but a fan fucking favorite.
I probably like. I mean, it's such a big thing. Like Firefly it's I can't think of any other show where the fans have just by themselves just carried on the show in their own way.
It did one season.
It did one season, and everyone loved it. There was people will knit the beanies that what's his face? Jane. I was going to say Jane, but I always think that it's like I always get that confused with Thomas Jane, who played Punisher in a film once.
He did. That's right. And he was in that shark film.
He was in the
Deep Blue Sea shark film.
Oh, was he? No, I remember from The Expanse as well. Have you seen The Expanse?
No.
Sci-fi geekery. Great show. Anyway. Jane. So people make the beanies. There's a fucking role-playing game, a Firefly RPG tabletop, sort of like D&D version of Firefly. There's probably Legos out, I'm sure. It's just lived on because of the fans, and because of the fans, they eventually made a film about it. What other TV show can you think of that went on for one season and then made a successful film after that?
It wasn't really ubiquitous that there was sci-fi nerd stuff on TV the way it is today. So the fact that he did a couple, two straight after, put him in a bit of a pigeonhole. Kind of like that's what he was known for breaking out from. It wasn't normal to be in sci-fi stuff unless you were a Star Trek person.
Right.
That guy from Star Wars, or apparently Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion. Yeah, I think this is a good point because he, as an actor's trying to get more work and trying to be more famous, you want to take whatever's offered to you. And if he did very well with this, gothic fantasy in Buffy, and you go on to this, roguish space cowboy. Thank you. You go with that, and if you want to fall into that trope, I suppose you go with it because it's work. But the fact is that he can do that. He did it very well, and he's okay with being part of that. That contributes to his geek iconery. Yeah.
So that was his start.
Basically his start, yeah.
The next section, I didn't really know much about because one bit. So how he got his foothold being a celebrity in these kind of pop sci-fi geekeries.
Yep.
And then he lent into it. Lent really lent into it with these next ones. Section 2. Do you know about that? Do you know about that? Do you know about that?
I know about just that one, and I didn't know about
that one. I have strong opinions about that one.
Let's talk about his voice roles.
Are these all voice?
These are all voice roles. Halo, Destiny are video games.
Yeah.
It's basically, he did a lot of voice roles.
Yeah, so going from that kind of like breakout thing to before he became a household name, which is section 3.
Yeah.
But in that time, an important thing is a lot of conventions.
You did a lot of conventions.
Because Buffy was so beloved, but Firefly was so beloved because you couldn't see it on TV. Mm-hmm. That's where the fans could go and really show appreciation. So he was active on the con circuit. Yeah, so that kept him in geek world.
And it's not like he was busy filming more of the show.
No, exactly. Yeah, that was the only chance people got to kind of
you're able to ride that wave.
Halo.
So he did voices for Halo, and I never played Halo because it's just not my thing.
Okay.
And then Destiny, I probably could have played Destiny, but it's kind of in the same vein where he just played characters that became iconic for those players.
The parts that I know him from, apart from that, was DC animation.
Yeah.
Which would have been 2000,
Mid 2000s?
5-ish to 2015, that sort of stuff, because he could have done a lot. He was Green Lantern in a lot of the stuff. So it was after Justice League and Justice League Unlimited had their run, and it was fucking brilliant. It's probably, after Avatar, the best animated show of all time. I know people love Batman, but I love a more concise story, and I love an ensemble cast, but that's just me. Batman, Superman, this. And when that finished brilliantly, they did a load of films. I don't know where they get the money from this.
You mean animated films?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a couple.
I watched all of them, and they are fucking brilliant.
But was it based on the Batman animated series?
Well, all of it.
They did
loads of stuff, and they did a load of Justice League ones.
Okay.
And a couple of them had, weirdly, I would have felt pissed off if I was Phil Lamar. They had the original cast come back for one or two of them, not a lot, because they would often swap out other people. Yeah. Because it's his random Superman. It wasn't canon. It wasn't in universe.
And this is back before people were being known for being voice actors, because you could easily swap people in and out, and it wasn't as quite as known.
But it was also in the time when people were voice actors, so idiots like us knew the difference.
Yes, exactly.
So when they did a couple of the ones, Doom is the only one I can remember, Justice League Doom, where they just brought back some villains. So they brought back the original cast. Susan Heisenberg was like my favourite. But they didn't bring back, they swapped out Jon Stewart, who was in the show, for Hal Jordan.
Okay.
Thank you. Who was voiced by Nathan Fillion. Which, bold choice, fucking brilliant, because he was hilarious and charismatic. Shame to replace the black guy with a white guy.
Yeah, but at least it was a different character, though.
Yes.
It wasn't just replacing
well, I mean,
the
good
actor.
God. If Nathan Fillion was doing Jon Stewart, that would have been the end of his career. He wouldn't have made it this far. But, so he was in that, and he did Emerald Knights, and he did all the other Green Lantern stuff, and he was... All his charm and charisma worked perfectly in animated. Because a lot of the time it doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of an example of someone who's... Like, and when you see any of the Marvel people and they're in a fucking Transformers film and it's Chris Hemsworth and you're like, this is boring as fuck. I mean, it's just some Australian guy doing an American accent.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't come across. Whereas
it's not the same.
Nathan manages to put his swag and charm and sweetness.
Some people have charisma on camera and it's really obvious. So you've got like Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, I suppose. You wouldn't necessarily...
Evans is a terrible voice actor.
You wouldn't have them on... we had What If, and none of those three. I don't know Chris
Sebastian Stan.
Chris Hemsworth did come back for his Thor.
Awful. Things. All of them are awful.
But it's not the same.
Terrible.
Because part of what they're used to doing, what they've been trained to do is like have this screen charisma.
Yeah.
Whereas it doesn't always necessarily translate into voice work, which you can find people who do that, but you're lucky when you do. Nathan Fillion.
It was wonderful. Did you watch any of the stuff?
No.
Let us know in the comments below if you want to watch along, because it's fucking brilliant. It's so good. And because a lot of the time with the DC animation stuff, they made it mature audiences. So you had these characters and voices of all these cartoons that you loved, and then they're like killing people. So it was fun. I think they've gone too far nowadays, but it was really good.
And you've got a clip of it right now, right here, so of him.
As long as we don't get sued by Warner Brothers. But so he used his time when he wasn't super duper famous, but was well known, doing a lot of this geeky stuff.
And do you think, question do you think that you found it, did you know that it was him while watching the show?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is, because I recognized him from Buffy and Firefly.
Got it.
And Pizza Place. Like, he wasn't super duper famous outside of that.
I know, so is.
Every time I eat. Which made it kind of like when you go to the conventions, watching the cartoons, it made him feel like he was ours.
Yeah. Good, yeah, wise.
And
good. then, next section,
he became a fucking household name.
Castle, the show Castle, where he plays a mystery writer.
Which follows the beloved tradition of a detective cop show starring a common human person, helping them solve crimes on a weekly basis. Yeah. Which was exploding around then. I'm trying to think of like Psych, Monk, were also at the same time. Oh, there must be millions of them. There were so many shows, of them. Detective, cop show, even Elementary. That was probably a bit later. Like
Dexter, that was a bit later as well, wasn't it?
All of them, Sherlock. Some cop and a person. It's Sherlock Holmes, isn't it? That's why it's such a tried and true formula. It's
a trope, in a good way. I mean, a trope in a bad way. Right?
So he was... I literally never watched it.
I never watched it either.
I never watched it.
Whichever show was first, I do remember thinking, it's like, I kind of would be willing to watch this show because I like Nathan Fillion, but also...
It was so straight and so straight.
Yeah. It was straight and narrow. And I do think that, just reading very briefly from the show, there's the writer played by Nathan Fillion and the cop who's played by a woman, and the show becomes more about their relationship as
Bones. That's another one.
Bones, yes, very good one.
Another one. I liked Bones. I watched a lot more of Bones than Castle. I never watched Castle.
I watched a couple, and I knew that it was just sort of a...
And then when they hooked up and she got pregnant, I was like, I'm out.
No, I didn't get that. No, but like that it's very formulaic, that kind of show, and I didn't really. Look at them! They're so cute.
But she had a lot of bad haircuts though.
Stanocatic.
She had that weird short haircut. So then he became like a household name because he was on ABC daytime, probably.
No, it's probably evening one. It's probably evening. All those like hour-long shows were all sort of nighttime, evening filler shows.
So he did that for how many fucking years? Until 2016?
It was 8 seasons. So 2009 to middle of 2016.
Yeah, we got 8 seasons.
Check my math.
You gave both answers. That's fine.
Good, because I made it up.
And then after that, pretty much a year or two later.
No, it was the same year. So obviously you're filming, and then as soon as he knew that show was finished, he got picked up by The Rookie, which was
a cop show.
A cop show.
In the vein of like Blue Bloods or something, because we'd shifted from that kind of old stereotypical thing of cop and his human to a bunch of cops or a bunch of doctors, Grey's Anatomy, a bunch of Chicago Fire.
Yeah, but I will say cop shows have been on for a long time.
Of course.
But they did blow up because you had like The Wire.
Yeah, I suppose The Wire changed a lot of it because it was in that world.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad stuff. And now there's a fuck ton of them.
And so he's still on The Rookie. It's still going on.
Yes, it is.
Did you know it's still on?
It's wild. I had no idea. So he went straight from that into The Rookie, which is still going. And so hasn't stopped since 2009 being very much in everyone's living rooms and less of a little niche nerd star. Mm-hmm. So that could have been, his height of celebrity. But what's really changed, or not really changed, what's really kept him as geek icon status, two things. One massively being his friendship with James Gunn. And he has been in every single film that James Gunn has ever done. He just did cameo after cameo because James Gunn was so popular, rightly so, in both Marvel and DC. Yep. He's got his footprints all over comic books, comic book films, and TV shows, because James has done both as well now. So good for him. I was going to say, so good for him. That's the end.
The end. No. Did James Gunn do Suicide Squad?
The second one.
The second one.
Yes.
So
that's when he was the guy with the detachable limbs guy.
The detachable TDK,
which was the only interesting part of that whole film. I don't care. Fight me in the comments.
I didn't spend my time. I didn't waste my time to watch it.
That crew was funny as fuck. The rest of the film was not, but people love it.
It was much more of an improvement on the first one.
It wasn't fucking hard.
It wasn't hard. I mean, at least it had like memorable moments and a story.
Hot dudes in their underwear. Yeah. You're right.
There's like a story about and a story that was more than just the stars.
And then this most recent thing, since James has taken over DC, he's now Guy Gardner, so he's now a Green Lantern again.
Yeah,
and
which is great because
that means he'll not only, because he would have continued being in James Gunn films and projects. Now he's just in DC. Now he's canonically
that's fine.
A main character, a proper character in DC. So he will continue to be. So he's gone from niche nerd, super niche nerd, household name, back to nerd. And another thing, which is what made me think about wanting to do this, is that, like Jonathan Frakes and Brent Spiner, he started a podcast about his geekiness in Firefly as well.
Really?
Yeah, with him and the other one that we love.
Which one?
The one that we love, Alan Tudyk.
Summer Glau.
Anything else you want to say about Nathan Fillion?
I think we covered it all. I mean, that's so. Is he the ultimate geek icon? I think he's out in the running for it.
He's. Well, I mean, this is the first one we've done, so we should have
rankings. Yeah,
we're gonna put Nathan Fillion's face on a sticker board.
Yeah, number one.
And then the next one we'll put one above and then move or below the next person we do. Do you think Nathan Fillion is the ultimate geek icon? Geek actor icon?
Geek icon. Yes.
Who do you think is more of a geek icon?
Who should we do next?
Let us know in the comments below.
While you're here, like this video, share with your friends, subscribe to our channel. We've got more stuff going on. Thanks for watching.
Bye.